Kentucky, let's talk.
Exclusive.
Yeah, that was exclusive.
Kentucky, let's talk. Welcome back to the channel. And before we get into this video, you know we always pay homage to those who support the channel. We can't do this without y'all. And if you want to further support the channel, keep liking the videos, keep commenting, keep sharing the videos, and tell your people to help the channel out and subscribe. Now, if you want to further support this channel, the Cash App link is in the description below. Now listen, let's talk about the homie Nick Cannon and why nobody that supports or follows Nick Cannon should be confused. Now, if you haven't been keeping up to the headlines, Nick Cannon was fired from WILDIN Out and fired from the TV station for his comments that he made on his podcast. Now, first and foremost, I want to say you can't fire somebody who has been their own boss for such a long time. You can't fire somebody who is already up $300, $400, $500 million. You can't fire somebody. Now, I want to say this. It's why you shouldn't be in shock. Nick Cannon has been on his podcast, right? He been talking that talk. And when I say talking that talk, I'm talking about he's been talking how he want to talk. He's been saying what he truly feel deep down inside. We don't know what Nick Cannon's been going through, but I can only imagine the type of people he's dealing with. I can only imagine the type of things that he's seen being in this industry. Now, everybody is acting like it's a big deal that he got fired from WILDIN Out. He did that on purpose. He wanted to leave that TV station. He wanted to leave WILDIN Out. You want to know why? Because he doesn't own WILDIN Out. If you follow Nick Cannon, he talks about ownership. He talks about empowering his people. He talks about getting educated, starting businesses, and just being the lead. Just being the lead when it comes to business and making good business decisions. No one wants to work every day, put all their energy in something, and they're not truly benefiting from it. This is what's going on. Nobody wants to work and they feel that they are being taken advantage of. They feel that somebody is stealing something that's theirs. Nick Cannon, like I said, he talks that talk every day. If you follow him, he's all about business. He's all about making good business decisions. Now, for Nick Cannon, he probably couldn't get out of the contract just by leaving and saying he quit. He probably can't do that. And if he did do that, then he will get sued for a lot of money. But by him starting his own podcast and just talking the way he talked, and then forcing the TV station and the networks to fire him and they step away, he doesn't lose any money. He doesn't get fired. I mean, he doesn't lose any money. He doesn't get sued. That was a smart business decision. Now, I'm not going to demonize Nick Cannon for speaking the way he speak and feeling the way he feel. We got to understand, as human beings, we live off, a lot of people live off emotions. A lot of people, we live off experiences. So what he has experienced, I haven't experienced, right? As far as certain things. So I can't sit here and demonize him for the way he speaks or the way he's acting at this very moment. But I will say this though. Once I seen him start his podcast and the type of guests that he was having on his podcast, which are I don't want to put them in a box. I don't want to say black leaders. Let's say black educators. Once I seen that he was dealing with those type of people, I knew what time it was. When he started having the Umar Johnsons, the Professor Griffs, and so on and so on. And I was watching the podcast and I just see how they talk. And in my mind, I already knew it was coming. I knew that, he was going to slip up and say whatever he says, and then they was going to fire him. Let me say this. You can't work for a network and talk the way he talks. It's just business. It's not about they mad at him or they being racist towards him or anything like that. Let's stop it. The boy done been in the in showbiz for about, I think, 20 years, if not more. Ever since I've been young, he's been doing it. So let's not act like they been wanting to fire him or they been wanting to get him out of there. No, a lot of people love Nick Cannon, man. So and that's on both sides, black and white. And I'm gonna say this for real though, Nick Cannon really got rich off the backs, right? Get his money off the backs of a lot of white people. Let's be honest. I come from the black community. Nick Cannon was corny. Nobody liked Nick Cannon. Like he was like a joke. Let's be serious. Let's not act like we all supporting Nick Cannon coming up, right? I think I started liking Nick Cannon when he did Drum Roll, and then it was a couple other movies, but he's been doing it way before that. So let's not act like we've been supporting him, right? When I speak on this channel, I just want to make sure I'm being fair and I'm being clear about what I'm saying and what I'm trying to bring to the table. I don't want to, get on here and be on one side and, talk crazy. And nah, I ain't going to talk spooky talk. We going to talk what's right. Nick Cannon came up off white people. Straight up. Now, what he has experienced and what he has dealt with in the years of being in the showbiz, I don't know. But I am not confused that he has decided to leave Wildin' Out. He doesn't own it. I seen a comment where he said it's been swindled. The ownership has been swindled from under him. And a person really just gets tired. A person gets tired of, working hard at something every day, building something every day. And he knows the numbers. He knows that maybe off of every 100 million, he might be getting 10. He might be getting 5. And in the back of his mind, he's like, why not put all my energy in my own business, in my own company, and do the same exact thing? So hey guys, it's not the end of Nick Cannon. You better believe that. Like I stated, he's very smart, very educated. This is only the beginning for him. I want to see him go on and do big things and continue to be successful. What he said on his podcast, was it right? Was it wrong? I'm gonna stay neutral because some people say he's right, some people say he's wrong. I'm gonna let y'all decide. Y'all drop a comment, man. How y'all feel about the whole situation? Are you shocked that Nick Cannon finally got fired? And if you're not shocked, drop a comment. Do you support Nick Cannon or are you going against him? Listen, guys, keep supporting the channel. We're gonna continue to grow. We're gonna continue to drop content, man. Let's turn up. Kentucky, do y'all support Nick Cannon? Let's talk.
Kentucky, let's talk.
Exclusive.
Yeah, that was exclusive.